Oh, I'm definitely striving. I'm not where I want to be. I'm grateful for where I'm at, but it's not the end of for what I see.
All right, everybody, welcome to Catching Up with Corey. I have with me for a conversation, full disclosure, this is my baby sister, Janine. Janine, tell everybody who you are and what you're doing.
All right. Well, hey everybody. My name is Janine Stokes. I actually go by the name of Thija Renee. That is my stage name, as I am an aspiring songwriter. I'm also working in the financial industry as well. So really, there's just to know me, there's just a lot of different things that I'm doing, a lot of different things that I believe in, but I am really passionate about the things that I am doing. So for the financial industry, that's something that I didn't know that I was gonna like, that I was gonna enjoy. But when I had an opportunity to do it, I realized that I do like it. So currently, right now, I'm in the process of studying for my securities license. I currently work in the stock plan division of my company, and I just enjoy being able to explain things that are typically complex, for people to understand and be able to simplify it and to a point to where they're able to understand. So that's that side of things. When it comes to songwriting has been something that I've done my entire life. However, it's things that I've been doing more so, for me, for my own well-being, for hobbies.
That's interesting. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. That's interesting because
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not sure if you know this side of our father, but he finds himself to be a songwriter as well.
He
And
does. He
yeah,
does.
I
He
dabbled. I
writes
wrote,
poetry.
yeah, yeah, and I dabbled in songwriting. I have a couple of books of poetry out, so maybe
That's what's up.
we're closer to the tree than we think we are.
Oh, we're not far at all. Not
Yeah.
far at all. In fact, when you bring that up, he actually had a poem that I turned into a song. And
Oh,
so,
nice.
yeah. So I mean, this it's something that I enjoy. And I like it's something that I love. And that's the reason why I do it. And so hopefully with with the things that I kind of have in mind, I'm able to release it because that's important too. You got even though you're creating something, you have to be comfortable enough to release it,
Yeah.
and I'm getting there.
Yeah. Yeah. So, with all of that in mind, what does success look like to you?
I actually believe that success, is about how you feel. Are you happy? What makes you happy? Are you doing something that you love to do? Are you able to be able to, um, you know, get the money that you're wanting to be able to make from the thing that you love to do? How do people view you in that role of whatever it is you're doing? So it's really just based on you and what you want, and how you decide that you want to go about it. But success to me really is just you being happy doing what you love to do and being able to be compensated for it to the point where you're not struggling in any kind of way. It's you're content.
So your idea of success is also tied to the financial aspect, where you're able to make a living with what you're doing. Not necessarily
Abs-
make a lot of money, but make a living. You're able to support yourself. That's that's
Absolutely.
a good definition. So one of the things that I look at when I'm looking at success is, how people feel success appears to them, because a lot of people look at it from the money aspect. Oh, I want to be making a lot of money. I want to be famous. I want people to know who I am. Um, I take the standpoint that success is more than that because it's individualized, right? It's people who are, living their everyday lives and doing it successfully, or not to use the word successfully in the definition, but they're doing it, they're making it day by day. um, and in terms of your dreams and your goals, which is where you're talking about, being able to support yourself with your dreams and goals. So that's a good definition of success. How do you deal with the stress of it when you become overwhelmed and you just can't find your way forward? How do you deal with the stress of uh, trying to be successful?
So for me, I look for inner peace, or higher power, or everybody's different. So the definition for them with that may be a little different. But ideally, I I get myself to a peaceful place to where I'm able to understand what's going on, be able to separate uh, things out so that I'm able to understand and things aren't just jumbled all together. So that I am feeling stressed. Because normally if I'm stressed, it's because I have way too much going on. So it's really just kind of piecing it out and saying, okay, this is important, to do right now versus this is something that I can kind of put on the back burner. This is something I need to do right away. And making and figuring that out because you may not be able to do everything all at once. And that's something that I had to learn. Of course, if I can just, I'm definitely somebody that's impatient. So if I think it today, I like literally want it to be done tomorrow. And that can be that can be definitely stressful. And so just to kind of, talk about the journey, um, again, I said I've been writing songs my entire life, but I've been picking up writing songs like the past 3 years. So 3 years ago was like really when I started writing songs again. And when I started writing the songs, I didn't really know what I was doing with them, but I was just doing it because I love to do it. Now I have a collection. And at that time when I started, I wasn't working at the job that I'm working at now. And so it, you know, of course, once I started working, all the things that come along with the job kind of trump what I'm doing here. So I
Yeah,
have to kind of, allow it to take a back seat. But it didn't mean that it's dead. It's all about proper timing.
right.
And so of course to keep stress down, I really just say what makes most sense at this moment. What do I need to do? And if this is my job and this is what's paying me, then that's my focus at the moment, until I have some free time to be able to think or do what I have to do for all the other projects and
Mhm.
things that I have in mind.
Exactly. So you're talking about prioritizing and centering yourself, not necessarily religion, but more on the spiritual level, settling your soul so that you can process the things that are going on around you and moving
Absolutely.
forward. Yeah, yeah. That's
Absolutely.
so you're gonna have to let me hear one of those songs one day.
Oh, I'll let you hear all of them.
So in reaching success, do you think you're at the level you want to be, or are you still striving for it?
Oh, I'm definitely striving. I'm not where I want to be. I'm grateful for where I'm at, but it's not the end of, for what I see. Um, so I'm just continuing to plant the seeds and do the things that I need to do, and really get a good understanding of what I want. Because even sometimes when you know that, hey, yeah, I write songs, there's many different ways you can go about, you know, kind of exploring that option.
Uh-huh.
But I'm trying. I'm the kind of person that I don't like to do what everybody does. Like that's not what I want to do,
Right.
and I want to do something different. So I think that I've been holding on to a lot of these songs and a lot of things because I really am cautious about how I appear. You know,
Uh-huh.
that matters to me. I don't want to just put something out and you know it's not the right time, not the right audience, not the right platform type of a thing. So everything is timing.
Right.
I'm just waiting on the right time.
Especially in this environment today where social media plays a big part of how people see you as uh, defining your role in the world. You know, one video that is not properly timed or not properly executed could mean make the difference between uh, it going viral, so to speak. I hate that term. It going viral, or it, not getting as many hits as you wanted to get. So,
Absolutely.
what failure um, can you reflect on that has taught you the most important lesson in your life?
So for that, I would say it was my uh, I'm recently divorced. Um, I've been divorced for the past 2 years. So I would say my marriage, my ex marriage.
Mhm.
And the reason why I would say it's a failure is because clearly we're not married anymore. But the lesson that it taught me is that it's not always about how you think something is going to work out. You may think that somebody's your person. You may think that something is supposed to happen in this way, but it's just not the case all the time, and you have to be able um, to pick up on signs. You got to be able to uh, just trust yourself in knowing what it is that you want to do. In that situation, are you with a partner that is has the same goals that you do, so that you're able to get to where you're trying to go? Because the lesson that I learned is that you can't take everybody with you. And sometimes um, when you do have big dreams and you do have things that you're trying to do, you may be in a situation where you're hindered, and
Mm.
just because somebody doesn't understand, your way of thinking, or maybe they have their own fears of you know whatever it is, that expansion, that growth,
Yeah,
and
you can't take
and you
everybody
can't.
with you.
No, you
Yeah,
just can't, and it's sad, but at the end of the day, everybody has choices. Everybody can choose, to go on a specific path, but maybe that path's not for you. Maybe this
yeah.
path was for me, and so that was just definitely something that I learned. And it's not even it's the marriage, but it's not even just the marriage. It's friendships. It's just relationships in general. It's just relationships, maybe even with a job.
Mhm.
Every time, there's situations where you can be working at a place, and maybe that place is not where you're supposed to be working, and things are not meshing the way that it needs to work. If you're not picking up on those facts, and realizing, hey, this is not somewhere that I'm supposed to be, you may get fired, or
Yeah.
lose your opportunity before you have a chance to be able to do something else. So um, the lesson really for me is just pay attention to the signs, so
Yeah.
that you know how to make the best decisions that you can.
And so I think I fully believe that regardless of your what you believe, religion, uh, Scientology, universe, however you call your higher power, that higher power is sending you signs every day, every minute, every second, and it's on us to be able to pick up on it, to be connected enough to be able to pick up those signs so that we can make the best decisions to move forward. that is absolutely right. So,
But
so
yeah, I
Janine,
have a
go
Oop,
ahead.
go ahead. No, I was
No,
just
go
going to
ahead.
mention that that I do have a channel on YouTube, and one of the videos that I do have does speak about the spirituality in that way, you know, and just really
Mhm.
being able to have that connection with spirit or whoever it is that you call, whatever that is. But be able to properly have that connection, and um, once you have the connection, then you know you're able to identify the signs a lot easier.
Well, speaking of your platforms, go ahead and give a broadcast to where people can find you.
Okay. So it's at the Ja Renee Healing is the title for it. And so of course you can just search me on YouTube, and I hope you enjoy the videos.
All right, I'll put those in the notes. And Janine, thank you very much for talking with me.
Oh, you are most certainly welcome. Thank
All
you for
right.
being my brother.
All right.
I'm so proud of where I am. Don't need to spin the block again.
This episode was produced and edited by me, Nala Monet. Our intro is A Piece of the Pie by Alana Jordan, and our outro is Diamond Energy by Thija Renee and Trauma Center. The host of Catching Up with Corey is the man himself, and you can find him anywhere at Corey L. Stokes. If you have a story and you want to share it, use the link in the bio or description. Let's celebrate success together.
I deserve all that.